His name is Rio and he lives in a van. The van down by the river is where he lives. He lives in a river and that river's a river. Everyone's like, yo, look at the river. Boom, 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 boom. River, river, river. Okay. So, as you can tell by this, Auckland City. Okay, you can tell by this. There's a playoff match. Yo, what the heck? What the heck does it mean? What the heck? Okay, there's a playoff match between who? Wait, what does it mean like playoff matches? Wait. Okay, so we're not going to have Halirenzi. We're going to have. We're not going to. Instead of having Costa Rica, we're going to have America v Mexico. Okay, I'm going to do a video about this one again. What the fuck am I supposed to? Okay, this is coming out. The FIFA World Cup's coming out like next month, and I've got a question to ask. From a target audience, I understand the short answer is shareholders, but who's this? I hate to say, who's this for? Like who? Why does this exist? Like why does the FIFA World Cup exist? I can kind of see the idea of like beefing it, like Intercontinental Cup, and beefing it to like the best of the best, like say the top five, like top five, Brazilian teams being the top five, like European teams, and duke it out like the old fashioned, like what's like a tallow, like the tallow, what's the Italo Cup? Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that what I'm thinking of? No, what the heck? No, no, not for Coppa Italia. Italy, England Cup. Anglo-Italian Cup, that's it. Like, I think like Anglo-Italian Cup type of deal, where like, I don't know why this even existed. If it had like a top five, but like, if you wanted the best teams in in the world, then just watch the Champions League. The second best teams in the world, watch the Copa, no, Libertadores. I just don't understand the entire existence of this. Like, in all fairness, why? Like, I'm a fan of the underdogs. I'm a fan of little teams. I'm a fan, I suppose, also of Pete's sake. But are you really going to tell me that the Champions League, that like Bayern Munich v PSG, Man City v Real Madrid, uh, Liverpool v Barcelona, Inter Milan v or something just wild or wacky like Aston Villa going through it? Are you going to tell me in a straight face that that's less prodigal, like that last pivotal, less prestigious, and then I don't know, like a fucking Al Arkley versus Inter Miami or Auckland City? Who knows what Benfica's doing? Because I guess Benfica is like Auckland City, who, no offense, Auckland City, but it's going to be like 10-0, 9-0, 8-0. Boca Juniors, for some reason, is here. I don't know why Boca Juniors doing it. Boca Juniors can't even qualify for a couple of group stage. Like, Esperanza Tunis versus a random North American team. You are a red eye, like, you are a. Olsen Hyundai v Mamelodi Sundowns. Olsen Hyundai v Borussia Dortmund. Mamelodi Sundowns v Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund existing, or like Al Ain v Ryder at Casablanca. Like, oh, if like Juventus v Man City would be one heck, but that's a Champions League game again. You know what I mean? Oh, fucking any of these teams, exception of Real Madrid, fucking Red Bull Salzburg. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know who the fuck decided to create like the best of the best, like the best of the world teams, and decided to include a side that the best of it all did nothing. The second best Australian team, and a side that can't even reach the group stage of the Copa Libertadores. Like I know why Boca Juniors is here because Boca Juniors have their name, like the name thing, but Boca Juniors stink. Like, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Let me explain to you what I mean by. We gotta look at the history. I'm pretty sure here. Okay, because I'm pretty sure. So in this year's one, we know for a fact that Boca Juniors did not qualify through to the Los Impounded Alianza Lima, which so far you made a chat up. That's cool. Flamengo are third, Botafogo are third. For those, yeah, Boo Group F, Boo Group G. San Antonio Bolo Bolo, like on your second. Oh, okay, good for them. Bolivar were third, good for them. Alianza like Colo Colo, come on, Colo Colo, boo. Colo Colo, boo boo boo. But if we look at this one and we look at the 2024 Cup of Joys, did Boca Juniors qualify? Boca Juniors, I don't think, honestly, automatically qualified. So Boca Juniors didn't actually qualify at all for either qualifications or the thing for 2020. So it's this year, last year. Let's look at the year beforehand. So Boca Juniors. Okay, so they won the all qualified group stage. So the past 2 years, Boca Juniors have failed to qualify. And in this one, the last one they did, they and actually did well. They reached the final. That's good for them. But the past 2 years, this year and last year, Boca Juniors failed to qualify for the couple of his group stage. So both times they were in the Sudamericana. Um, for Suda Copa Sudamericana, I think. Okay, so weren't they? Okay, yeah. And in the Copa Sudamericana, and they finished second in the group, and they got knocked out round 16 of the Copa Sudamericana. And in this year's one, they're currently Boca. Boca. And they didn't even qualify. Okay, so you've got to decide, okay, who in this year alone, okay, they didn't even qualify through to the Copa Sudamericana. So this year alone, Boca Juniors got knocked out of the Copa Libertadores and didn't even get knocked out of the right amount of time to get reaching the Sudamericana. So you're trying to tell me that Boca Juniors, which if this was 2 years ago, yeah, we're a good team, but now are pants. Like a River Plate, and you've got okay. Let's say Estudiantes. Like if you wanted to do something like Estudiantes. Okay, so let's look at the team. Did Estudiantes qualify And he did, and they qualify through everything and everything. And they finished bottom of the group. Okay, so let's search for a team which has done stuff. So San Lorenzo. San Lorenzo, nope. Okay, so let's look at Tellez. Tellez. Yep. And Tellez are currently bombing the group D, but still Tellez bombing the group in Group D, but still Tellez have been in the last two Libertadores. So that gives them probably more of a chance of qualifying than Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors are pan side. Um, Red Bull Salzburg, if I'm correct, didn't even do anything in the Champions League this year. If I'm correct, in the Champions League this year, they did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Let's see what happened. They finished third. They beat Feyenoord 3-1. Credit to them, but they finished 34 out of 36 teams. So you're going to tell me that the 34th best side, the 34th best team is part of your like FIFA Club World Cup. I understand the reason why this exists is purely monetary based, and that's why they've got 32 teams full of sides which honestly just won't achieve anything. Like, what's Bayern Munich for Benfica? Maybe Benfica, maybe, but I don't know how Benfica's doing in the Portuguese league this year. You know what I mean? Like, this, okay, so yeah. So when it comes to Bayern Munich, when it comes to Benfica, why? Like, why bother? Why bother playing Auckland City or Boca? I mean, Auckland City, like, yeah, they're probably a good team, but they're a good oceanic side. This is just, for me, imagine you got the Champions League next season. You're like, okay, we're gonna first six teams. We're gonna pick first six, the best sides in Europe. We're gonna choose Barcelona, Real Madrid, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli, Man City, Liverpool, Bayern Munich. Say teams. Then we're also gonna choose. Let's say Warsaw, Maidstone United, Virtus Lanciano, Alcacon, Schalke, Alemannia Aachen. We're going to choose, let's say, I don't know, Boa Vista. Yeah, Boa Vista. Yeah, 17th place. Let's go, let's go. Let's say Parma. Okay? I don't know, let's throw Ananapolis in there. Let's throw Kelsey Hearts in there. Let's throw Berwick. Let's throw Romulus. Let's throw Paminano. Edsel Etterbuck. Perkakara. You know, you wouldn't be like, wow, that's a premier tournament. You'd be like, what the fuck are we also doing? What the fuck are you putting Warsaw? Warsaw Mission is gonna get destroyed. Like, Auckland City comes around, they lose what 9-0, but putting in 9-0 Bayern like say 8-0, 7-0. Let's say Bayern Munich's finish the season. You know, they lose 9-0 to Bayern Munich. They lose say 6 to the Benfica. They lose I don't know 1-0. Knowing Boca if we lose 2-0, but whatever. Like Red Bull Salzburg shows up, we lose what 4-0, 2-0, 5-0. I know all tournaments are good. All teams should strive to win tournaments. And I understand from a I know I'm saying this from a Eurocentric point of view, but if you wanted if you wanted the best of the best, you just watch the Champions League, mate. If you wanted the best of the best, you just watch the couple of dollars. I'm not entirely sure exactly what these teams bring to the table. Like I don't even think Olsen Hyundai or Diamonds or I think Al Ain are, but I don't think any of these sides are still. If you look at the Orbital, like on any South African, the Mamelodi Sundowns, but I don't think Mamelodi Sundowns. It's Pyramids versus. I believe it's Pyramids versus. It's a South African team. Is it Mamelodi Sundowns or not? I don't think it is, but it could be. I know Pyramids are in there. It's Pyramids versus. Is it Mamelodi Sundown? Is it? Yeah. So yeah, Mamelodi Sundowns announced is good. Pyramids are not there. I was surprised Al Ahly didn't qualify because Al Ahly, but it is still a case of it is still just a case of like none of these sides could realistically touch. That's why I kind of enjoyed the Intercup back when it was just for champions of Europe, the champions of South America. Because no offense, what could Esperance Tunis? What will Esperance Tunis? What will like Casablanca? What will Bolson Hyundai? Who are Red Diamonds? Like, okay, if you look at the Champions Leagues, I don't know what now brings to the table. And that's not me being like offensive or anything. I just don't know what now bring um to the table. Anyway, yeah, and the main concern of that one, I thought this video has been what 10 minutes, 17 minutes, just wondering what the heck the point of this is. See ya. Bye.